is V for You Radio. I'm your host and your host Anu from Edmonton, and I've got two wonderful, beautiful ladies on the screen. You can see, but see, friends, secret of happiness is inner freedom, and secret of inner freedom is self-actualization. Of course, life has never been good to anyone. In fact, it just gives you those sharp turns. Have you ever felt that a curse is there in your life, black magic, or nothing is working, the business you start failing? And that's exactly what intrigued me when I was talking to Charu Mathur from Dubai and was accompanied by Brenda, who have started the Miracle Method, be it BNC Miracle Method. And these are the ladies who have been working for many, many years, who have mastered the art of this self actualizations. Of course, they follow many principles, as you can see, the experiment with energy. They teach how to clear black magic, curse chronic diseases, and of course, such valued experiments needed by almost 7 billion people, because one thing connects us all is the stress, anxiety, and all. So, of course, that's the audience we're looking for today. And I'm so happy to announce my friends in Edmonton that Charu is coming to Edmonton in August. And I thought it's a perfect time to bring Charu because she is certainly going to utilize her visit here to talk to many, many of us who may be interested in learning this alternative techniques. But I would stop because I can go on and bring the ladies here. Welcome, Charu and Brenda.
Thank you, Anupam.
Thank you,
Hello,
Anupam.
viewers.
So,
Hello,
Charu, I
everyone.
was talking to you a few weeks back,
Yeah.
and you completely amazed me by asking just a question, Anupam, have you ever felt a black magic curse? The answer was yes, I have. But thoughts I always held, because you find yourself going to the stone age when you talk about these things to the modern world. But these
Yeah.
things exist. You were talking about how you transcend from passing out your MBA from St. Xavier's and then starting your own business. And then, so let's be the storytellers. Let's get on to from where you started, how you came across this new modality, and then how you are now healing people.
Yes, my story started way back in 1996 when I started my own business. I was totally a businesswoman. My only aim in life was to earn money and to enjoy life and to party. And 5 6 years of my life went as per the plan. I made good amount of money, I enjoyed life, I partied. But then in 2002, I started my business actually started hitting roadblocks. And before that, whatever I touched turned into gold. But from 2002 onwards, it was like exactly a U-turn. Whatever I touched started creating troubles. Money blocks were there, staff troubles, and so many other things. So, but I'm still a very courageous person, and my formula in life was hard work is equals to good result. So I kept working, changing strategies, doing things differently in my business, but everything ended up in roadblocks. So then, in India, we have so many other things, astrologers, palmists. That was the first time my introduction happened to this part of the world where I met astrologers, palmists, face readers. And then they all started giving me a diagnosis that, oh, there is black magic done on your business. And for that time, for a moment, I thought, no, 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 this is only in our Bollywood movies or our Hindi TV serials. So I didn't believe in all these things. But then when I researched little bit more, I found hell lot of information about this topic. And the type of symptoms that were happening with me were also matching to the information that was there. So cutting long story short, I spent a lot of money in going to these people who claim to heal such energies. Nothing happened. I had to close my business. And that was a starting point. I had to actually, then I left India and came to Dubai. I took up a job, but I left India with a question mark that if there is black, then where is white? And why there are so many people giving a diagnosis that by the time I left India, I knew their diagnosis was correct. But the only thing I did not find was the right doctor or the right healer. So That was the starting point of my spiritual journey. From that day onwards, I started studying alternative healing. 2003 till date, I am still studying, learning, and it took me 9 years to figure out a way to clear this energy. And I met Brenda actually in this journey in a course only in Hong Kong, and then both me and Brenda we joined hands together to find a cure for black magic, curses, psychic attack, evil eye, all these type of things. We went through some hard time also in doing that, but we figured out how to clear this energy. And when we clear, a client sees a shift in their life. So, how to clear it safely and how to protect a person is what we discovered. Nowadays, we practice also and we teach also the whole story.
Wow, wow. I'm so intrigued. In fact, I still cannot believe that this all has holds so much meaning, and it exists, and there's a cure as well. So, Brenda, as much as I'm intrigued by Charu's story, I want to know a little bit about you. I'm sure that you also have a story that connected you to Charu in Hong Kong. So, what's your
So,
story?
my story actually began in 1999, where I actually did Reiki, and that was my leap into the spiritual world. And after that, this whole world intrigued me, and I did studying and research. And one day, both Charu and me, actually, we are both from Dubai. We were living in Dubai. And I always say, how the universe conspires, and, you're in the right place at the right time. Both of us landed in Hong Kong, and we went to learn a course, and part of the course was to study together. And Charu and me became study buddies, and we would spend a lot of time researching and studying and getting our work together. And one day we were just driving in the car, and Charu was talking about Sai Baba. And Charu said, what if we could just, reach up out into, the universe and just manifest like Sai Baba, to thousands and thousands of people. And both of us thought it was so, unachievable, that we just burst out laughing, and we were like in throes of laughter. But on hindsight, looking back at that, both Charu and me realized that's what we do. We actually just go and manifest things for people, be it a job, be it good health, be it relationships, marriage, clearing up negativity. That's what both of us do.
Yeah, we realized that in due course, we actually got blessed by Sai Baba because we created something which is giving instant results.
Wow. Wow. I know that you experiment with energy. There's some principles of quantum physics that you talk about. Um, the instant healing. As much the word is very, very simple, instant healing. Um, but I know that differentiates you from many other modalities, or I mean, there are so many alternative healings. However, some have got it's like medicine as well, like homeopathy versus the Ayurvedic, where or maybe the allopathic medicines, where the instant word comes in. So talk something about instant in when you talk about alternative health. What does instant healing mean?
So, when me and Brenda started working together, working means we had a project in hand in the course. So, what we both realized that we had a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, because by that time I had also learned a lot of healing modalities, and she is also an encyclopedia of spiritual information. So when we both met, we started experimenting, and the common passion between both of us was that how can we do a healing that will give immediate results, not like wait for 3 weeks, 1 week, 10 days. So that was the passion, and every day we started, and we knew a lot of healing modalities. So we started experimenting that how can we create results faster. And in this game and in this passion of creating results faster, we figured out a way with a pendulum and a set of charts, something like this. So we figured out that when we use this, we figured out a way which is actually the fundamental law that it follows is the law of quantum physics, which is wherever your attention goes, energy flows. And we follow a basic fundamental principle also in our healing, which is like, everything happens at an energetic level first. Like you smell coffee and your mouth waters, or you hear a bad news and then you have a headache. It manifests into a headache at times. So coffee, smell of coffee is energy, and mouth watering is a physical reaction to it. And in the same way, a bad news or a stressful news is again in an energetic form, and then a headache is a physical response to that. So what we developed with this chart and the pendulum is a way of tapping into any person's energy field and healing their issue at an energetic level first. So when we heal any issue for a person at an energetic level first, then within no time the physical reality starts shifting. So this is what the instant healing is, where the technique that we developed is a very simple technique. It's like, it's not a meditative process. That's why we call it a technique. It's a scientific way of using pendulum and the chart, and to tap into any person's energy field and to create shifts in their energy field. So this is what, and it happens like in a span of no time. So that is why we call it instant.
So just pardon my ignorance, and it is the benefit of the audience because some
Yeah.
of them may not have known that these techniques exist. So when I hear the word pendulum and you show the chart, right?
Yeah.
Is it going towards what hypnotists use sometimes to just get your attention? Like, you know what, they just get transfixed into that, and they, is it something like that when you start healing or talking to people?
When we use the pendulum actually works on the idiomotor.
Okay.
So it's basically a subtle muscle body muscle movement that comes. So just by holding a pendulum in your hand, what I'm doing is I'm actually asking a question. So I'm like asking, where is the blockage? Where is my answer? What is the emotion blocking this person, or whatever I require. Our subconscious mind actually stores all the information that we have ever experienced, be it this life, if we call this life, previous past lives, all the information is stored in our subconscious mind. And in order to access all the knowledge from our subconscious mind, the tool, the neutral tool is the pendulum. So we actually basically use the pendulum and the charts together, and together they get they blend together and they marry together, and they give us the answers that we require.
So if I understand correctly, that if I, not if I have a problem, and I understand that I'm going through a struggle and I want to approach Brenda and Charu. So there is nothing called a so meeting where you're going to investigate, but during that pendulum thing, you're investigating, you're trying to really come up, so that you get to the bottom of the, and then the healing starts. Is that what you do?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
So ideally, we like to talk to people. So we also, it's our expertise. Like when we talk to people, people then allow us to, they be vulnerable and we are vulnerable, and we hold space for them. And by them actually being able to talk to us, we actually have developed a very intuitive knack. So we can pinpoint what exactly is the issue, what is the scene behind their problem, what is their thought process, what is their childhood patterns, how's their relationship been with their parents, how are they in their world and interaction. And from there we can derive what to work on the client. And so then we then zone in or focus on an intention that we work with the client, that say, okay, let's work on this intention, this is what we will want to achieve. And then that's how, then with that intention, I will then work, or Charu, we will both work on our chart. And we have several curated, all the charts are actually curated by us, or basically called Charu and me alchemist. Alchemist is the meaning of the alchemist is changing base metal to gold. And both Charu and me, through our research and studying and knowledge, listening, picking up, reading books, we actually are alchemists by changing words and research into charts, and that's where our forte is. We then have such curated charts that give us that very fine-tuned answer or fine-tuned emotion, that sometimes even the client is amazed and asks us, how did you pick that up? How did you know? Oh, that's what's happening in my world. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that.
And we also follow a full process. It's not like, that we just find an emotion or this thing. When we work on a person, it's a four-step process that we follow. So if a person comes with, we basically specialize in healing chronic illnesses, relationship issues, people struggling in their business, money, court cases. We deal all these type of cases. So when people come with their issue, we follow a process. So the first thing that we do is we clean their aura. Cleaning their aura is of dark entities, because if a client is gripped with dark entities, then nothing is going to work. Like, you must have heard simple dialogue which people say that I took 2 courses of antibiotic and this cough is not going. Now, this cough is capable of going from one set of antibiotic only. You have taken 2 sets of antibiotic, and still, if you are struggling, that means something is majorly not good. So, when there are dark entities, they block healing, not only our healing, spiritual healing, they block medical healing also. So the first step when we do, no matter whatever the issue is, health, wealth, relationship, no matter whatever, the first thing is we clean the aura. The moment the aura is cleared, then our healing will reach to the root. So that is the first step. Then second step is we check the willingness of the client. Willingness is subconscious willingness. How actually willing you are. I mean, we have seen people even having cancer. When we check their subconscious willingness to let go of cancer, it is like 10%, 20%. Consciously, they want to get rid of the disease right now. But subconsciously, there are certain benefits that block them. And willingness is a current that goes to the session. So if the current is only 10%, then the result cannot be 100%. So the second point we work on is raising their willingness, subconsciously preparing their energy field to accept healing and to merge with the outcome that they want. So that is second step. Third step we call is the energetic surgery. We call it energetic surgery because that's the maximum time we spend on, and we actually do a full surgical operation on clients energy field, where we check their past life memories, their ancestral patterns, their karmic lessons, and so many their inner child issues. So we check so many stuff, whatever shows up depending on their issue, and then we settle those energies in their subconscious. So after this is the third step, and the fourth step is we check is in our method is we are able to tell how long it's going to take for the results to show up. It's not a blind game that, okay, I have done a session, now you just wait and watch for one day, wait and watch for 1 week, wait and watch for 1 month, what. So we are able to give some idea that whatever work we have done, how much time it's going to take to show up in the physical reality.
So it's so interesting. And do you have come across a feeling that people who know what you do, you're expert at, and that makes them be afraid of you? Not because they know that the moment they'll talk to you, they'll be exposed completely. So I stay away from. Do you come across that feeling as well, where people are a little scared because they know that the problem exists?
No, actually, not really. Generally, we
No?
get people who are quite open. But I did get one client where she was going through a relationship issue, and on that time, I had seen that was abuse, and then she got very closed, and then she went away. But then she came back half an hour later and she said, yes, you're right. Because she was actually quite taken aback that just by looking at my charts, I could kind of find out what was going on in her relationship. And then she kind of said, I got a little bit disturbed, but you're bang on, right? And so most people we meet are very open.
So what type of issues you see coming to you most, or what you see you surrounded most? Is it money matters, relationship matters, job matters? What type of issues you think you surround more than others?
So my passion is to heal health challenges.
Okay.
I like to take health cases more, but we get all types of cases. Mostly people come for money. That is the most burning issue people face. Job issue, people in business, orders are there, but finances are weak, money is stuck. So we get money, relationship issues also, but maximum is health and money.
So that's great. So let's talk about four issues: the money issue, the job issue, the relationship issue, and
Health.
the health issue. Yeah. So let's quickly, and again, because I know that I want to emphasize more on your visit to Edmonton. I'm so happy that you're decided to come to Edmonton. Now, money issue. So people who you have healed, what they were doing before and what they're doing now, just maybe then and after kind of thing. Maybe let's talk about all the four in terms of then and after. So what issues came and what the results are. You see that, and how it made a difference in their lives. Maybe just quick examples.
You going? I going?
I can go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I give you money. I had a client. She had a job and she wanted a new job, paying her double the salary. So in one session, I manifested a new job for her. Then she was working, yeah, just one, and she was blown because she needed whatever salary she asked for, she got. Then the issue came up that she was working with a bank and she took a loan, and the bank said, we are not going to give you your indemnity money, so they give you a certain amount of money, and it was a big amount, and we're going to take it to your loan. So she said, Brenda, what am I going to do? So the next thing that I did was that she would get that indemnity money, which was like nearly 6 months of salary, and she got that. Then the third thing that she wanted to work on was on her. Then she said, what to do about the loan? If all the money I get, even from the indemnity, I have to pay to my loan, so I want this. And then she said, my colleagues and everybody said it's going to be too hard, because if I leave the bank, they're not going to accept that, and I want the same ratio of payback, like the interest. So I said, okay, let's work on that as well. And then when we worked on that, she's like, you can't believe I actually got agreement to keep my loan going at the same rate, even though I'm not working. And I'm like, okay, wow.
And
So
I
that
would
is
say,
what,
wow.
yeah, yeah, that is how it is. Yeah.
So, Charu, coming into the health side, we know that the cancer has taken, of course, across all boundaries, geographies, age, gender, anything. It's not limited to any particular sect, right? So, tell me, you are more interested in health wise. So, what type of a patient has come with what type of a challenge, and then how much time did you take to pull him or her out of that issue or a challenge?
So, I have healed many. As I said, passion is health challenges. So, people with having tumors. So, we have dissolved tumors with our sessions. Uh, what we do is when a issue is chronic, and our definition of chronic is anything that you are suffering for more than 6 months,
Yeah.
then we recommend at least 3 sessions, minimum 3 sessions, and then we make a strategy. The sessions are not done today, tomorrow, day after. They are done at a span of say 10 days, 8 to 10 days between 2 sessions. And the health challenges, I have cleared gallstones, tumors, people suffering from cancer. I am not saying that I have cleared cancer, but I bring their cancer marker cells down drastically. I clear all their symptoms that are troubling them, like tingling in their fingers after too much of chemotherapy, nausea. There's no vitality left, so they feel tiredness all the time, indigestion. So all these things we work on, and we clear them very successfully. We work on digestive issues, be it ulcerative colitis or constipation or any digestive issues. We work on reproductive organs also if people have fibroids or bad PCOD and all these type of cases. We do that. We work on coma, Brenda, organs also if people have fibroids or bad PCOD and all these type of cases. We do that. We work on coma. Brenda is also a specialist
Yeah, I
in
have.
bringing
Yeah.
people out of coma. I
Yeah.
remember one time Brenda had a client who was in coma, and she just discussed with me that that what to do. This person is in coma from many days, and we just discussed a strategy among us, and I told from that only, jokingly we said this uncle is going to wake up tomorrow, and he woke up the next day after her session.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
so we have experienced those type of miracles as well. You want to tell a little bit more about it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so that was awesome as well. So many such things, people having fractures, going through operations, so we do that also, that the fracture heals faster and the x-ray shows a difference, uh, that the healing has gone much faster where medical science says that it's going to take time. I also take Parkinson's cases. Parkinson's is a disease, there is no cure. Still, neurological orders, they take very long to heal. Uh, but many a times we have done that. Neuropathy and all, we heal completely. But Parkinson's, what we are able to achieve with our work is that we don't allow it to progress further. So we freeze it wherever it is or try to little bit some improvement. So we do these type of cases as well. What else? Liver cirrhosis, um, respiratory organs, yeah, lung damage, where I got a client whose lungs were damaged. Actually, there was a domestic violence, and the between the two females, and one pushed another, and she hit the latch, and the lungs ruptured actually. And yeah, she lives in US, and she came for a session. This was before COVID. So she came for a session, and I said, okay, let me do. I hadn't done any such case before that. So I told her, I haven't worked like this, but I believe in miracles. Let's do one session. We did one session, and she knew her capacity because of the lung rupture. Her physical activity was restricted. So when I did first session, she felt little better in terms of her physical activity and tiredness. And by the time I did the third session, she had a big change in her physical reality. And within 3 months, every 3 months she was going for a checkup because of that condition. So her checkup was due within a month. After 1 month, when she went, her lung capacity had doubled
Wow.
from the compressed one. So that I knew that we can work on lungs. So when COVID happened, we actually did awesome job. Our success rate was 100% with COVID cases. One or two people only we could not save, but that those were the people who came after being on ventilator for 40 days, and totally the lungs were totally gone in those cases.
Wow.
Those were the only few cases. Otherwise, our success rate was pretty cool.
To be honest, I'm experiencing a jaw wide open kind of thing right now. And I'm sure I just want to remind my viewers who are going to watch this, who are not watching right now, but they would be watching very soon, that Brenda and Charu, they're co-founders of BNC Miracle Method, and this is instant healing to many things. You can follow them on www.bncmiraclemethod.com. Of course, their WhatsApp information is in the ticker below. The good thing is Charu is visiting Edmonton in the month of August. On 31st of August, she would be meeting a lot of people on the White Avenue. It's called it's the venue is right in the ticker as well. So of course we are encouraging people to join her session. She's going to talk about how to clean up some black magic effects um, or issues that seemed to be not going at all. She would be on Roots on White, which is on 8135 102 Street, northwest of Edmonton. And of course, let's continue our conversation here. I am as boggled with so much going inside because I thought that these are things you cannot, you have to, you have to really cure by yourself. And so I know that, I mean, over the years you must have, tell us about the followership, how many people you've treated, how many people follow. I'm sure you must have a long fan following worldwide.
So we have about 300 to 400 students. We have more than 1,000 plus
Yeah.
clients. We have a very limited Facebook and Insta
Presence.
presence. You can say, can't even say the word. But yeah, we're getting there. We're moving ourselves, and we would like to be more out there and more a contribution to people, because not only do we do health, we do, we also do manifestation. Like if we want to get certain things in our lives, have more achieve work aspects, self confidence,
and
yeah.
kids grades.
Kids, yeah, like kids, my kids, to achieve, I work with my kid to achieve A levels, sorry, A stars in her exams. So education, anything.
For kids, we specialize when we do their brain balancing, they always go one grade up. If they're getting C grades with our brain balancing process that we do on them, they immediately move to B grade, one grade up. That also is where, with consistency, we are able to achieve that as well.
I know that, Charu, when I was talking to you, you told about several levels you have. So level one, two, I think there are 6 levels. Can you talk a little bit about either one of you talk about a little bit about the levels?
Okay, so level one is the BNC miracle method technique. When we teach that, after learning the technique, we teach it in 7 hours over 3 days. And the moment you learn it, you are able to work on yourself or your loved ones. People have learned our method, and within 5-6 days, started practicing it professionally by charging to their clients. So it is a simple, easy to learn technique which we teach in level one. Level two is a negativity. It's called the negativity release class. So the whole class is dedicated to deal with black magic, curses, psychic attack, extra souls, and all these type of spirit possessions and these type of entities. So we teach you how, in that we teach you how to detect a person with such entities and how to remove them safely. So the whole class is called negativity release. So that is level two. And then level three, we created a class which is called the health series. So in that we give you a hell lot of information, and it's not like, okay, learn about digestive system, reproductive system. No, we are not creating doctors. Our approach is totally different, because if that is how we have to cure, then it's better to go to a doctor. Our approach in the health series is totally different. We create an environment in the body which is peaceful. So we looked at the spiritual aspect, we look at the how the environment environmental energy is impacting you. We talk about the mind, body, and soul aspect in that, and we teach you to clear and bring your body into balance, because the body knows how to heal. Like if you cut your finger, if you don't do anything, still it will get healed without you putting anything. So that means the body has all the intelligence to heal itself. But bigger disease like diabetes, typhoid, sciatica pain, they don't heal by themselves, because there is too much stress, too much emotional turmoil in the body. So we teach you how to prepare the body so that it heals itself faster. So the whole aspect in that class is about health. So that is level three, where it's called the health series. And then level four is called intensive skills, and the method itself becomes 10 times more powerful. These are higher level classes. So the method itself in level 4 becomes 10 times more powerful, because we teach you how to do block clearing. So that is called intensive skills. And then level 5 is basically, I call dissection of miracles. So in that we teach how to map any issue, whether it is relationship, health, wealth, anything, how to completely map it in your energy field. So I call it a circuit method. Like, you have a circuit for everything, that a circuit for your fan, and when the circuit is correct, the fan works. So we teach you how to find the full circuit of your issue in your energy field and remove the entire circuit of that issue. So when you remove the circuit, the problem gets solved. So that is dissection of miracles. And level 6 is spiritual enlightenment. So the whole course is about,
Spiritual, enhancing your intuitive gifts.
Wow. Wow. So,
Yeah.
Charu, again, I'm so blessed. First of all, I got in touch with you, and I'm still so intrigued, to be honest. So many questions, but I want to really maximize this time and also bring you back on the channel for the people who may be interested in coming and joining you on 31st of August in Edmonton. Now, I know time of essence. You cannot just, I think you're doing just in the Sunday afternoon, 3 to 5 in 2 hours. How to prepare? So who would be the best people to attend? How can they maximize um, their expectations, kind of thing, in the 2 hours? So anything on those people who listen to this and they say, yeah, this is for me, who would be the right people to approach?
so all those people who feel stuck in their life,
Okay.
where it's like, you know the problem, but you don't know how to resolve it, and you're stuck. So if you are stuck in your life, then come and see me, and I will be able to help you out in any situation where you are stuck. If you are suffering with pain, then do come, and I'll give live demos where I will clear pain faster than a painkiller. So we will be doing that, so people can experience, because as Brenda always says, proof is in the pudding. That's her favorite dialogue. So that will be the proof in the pudding. So we'll do some pain demos. And health challenge, if you are struggling with health challenge, if you want to heal yourself in some other way than just going by the medical way, then we are there to help you out in that as well.
So, of course, as much as this conversation can go on and on and on, I want to remind my audience that Charu is coming to Edmonton from BNC Miracle Method. They use instant healing techniques, use principles of quantum physics, experiment with energies, and of course, something very, how you're stuck in life, black magic, curse, very, very outdated words, however, still hold a lot of meaning to many souls. Unfortunately, or they're very unfortunate to have been experiencing this. So, perfect opportunity to meet somebody who's an expert in Edmonton. And so, this is all about promoting and spreading that word that help is um, help is just um, a few steps away. Before we go, how would you like to end the show? I would give it back to you. Mike is yours, stage is yours, Brenda and Charu. I know, Brenda, you are not accompanying, and but again, Dubai is a beautiful place, and again, people can connect online as well. In world, you don't have to, physical proximities have no and meaning left now, and you could treat and heal people remotely as well. So let's end up by giving you back the stage, and maybe if you want to talk to your audience.
Yeah, so both me and Brenda, our mission in life is to create a healer in every house. That is our mission. And we teach this method.
Right.
And we both call it self empowerment tool. So my closing message would be that only, that if you give me 7 hours of your life, I will teach you something so self empowering. Believe me, you will never feel helpless in your life.
And I would say you can change your life. So the first step begins with you. Do take that action, change your life, because we can unstuck you, unglue you, unblock you, and create magic and miracles and possibilities for you. So do meet Charu in Edmonton And then we are available on WhatsApp. As you know, the world is available on, WhatsApp, Zoom, and all of this. So we do all our sessions also on distance healing. And so anything is possible. So thank you.
Well, thank you both for coming and choosing VP Radio and TV. We are so blessed to bring people like you because, as I say, that the you come and heal people and with different modalities, different techniques which are unknown to most of the people in and around me. Of course, I was so intrigued, as I said, when I heard about what Charu is doing. So welcome again to our platform, and then in a few days or few weeks, Charu will see you in Edmonton. I'm surely going to see you in person, and make sure that we fill up your room with lots of people who can really benefit from such great techniques. But again, wishing you both best wishes, and staying in touch is my promise, and I promise